What is happening, y'all? How we doing? Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay out there? I'm just doing like a Tony. I believe in the this modern era that we lived in, where everybody has to make sure everybody else is okay. I'm going to do this first time this has ever happened on PMP. We're breaking ground here for the first time ever, maybe the last time ever. Do I need to do a wellness check on the PMP Army? Because if you're feeling like Tony and I are feeling, nobody's feeling that great tonight. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, the pre-show post of tonight is going to go to my man Jake with the Hum Daddies, because he wrote something very funny a couple of minutes ago. I looked over at the comment line, and Jake with the Hum Daddy says, hey, everybody. He goes, where are my Koran Theater fans at? Bro, that's all you need to say, Jake. You're cut from my cloth, dude. Where my Koran Theater? Is it Koran? I think it's the Koran Theater.
I think it's the Koran. Isn't it
Koran?
the Koran?
Yeah. Who gives an S, dude? You know what it equates to? The Koran Theater. How do you pronounce the Koran Theater properly? I can tell you. It's pronounced like this. The Giants suck. It's official, folks. It's now official. Listen, last night I gave you that the power rankings for the New York Times and the Athletic. They got us 30 out of 30th. And today just kind of fortified that standing, Tony. They you know what? It's like, as Dennis Green once said, they are who we thought they are. They are who we thought they are. And there's no way around this, Tony. This Giant team, I don't know what to say. I'm going to hand it over to you because I'm out of, I don't know. I mean, I could go off on a rage. I could break some stuff. I could try to use reverse psychology, but nothing's working. So Creative Tony, my Giants, your Giants, our Giants, my friend, they're horrible. Talk to me.
Sorry.
I want one more. Don't stop now.
That was for the 5 runs given up today, but also for booting the ball around. Matt Chapman booting the
ball around, Tony.
Dude, we got a pitcher balking yesterday, dude. Like what?
Sure we do.
He's in the stretch and then he goes into the windup. It's like, what is going on? Now, I do want to say
something. Put the wheels on, Tony. Do something to calm the waters. It's up to you.
Nobody F's with the Jesus. Well, nobody F's with the Jesus Rodriguez, dude, because this kid can swing the bat. Flat out, he can swing the bat. He's making great contact in every AB with that wacky stance he's got with the toe up and the hands out front and stuff.
Dude, there's some weird stances out there. Even Devers, the way he keeps the elbows together like this, like it's like, and then he opens them. I don't understand what's going on. Like there's no kid that's coached like that. Not a single one.
Technically, Paulie, but like that's his 3rd home run, dude. And what's
the difference? It didn't help. I mean,
sixth, 3rd home run, dude. Devers, you're not cutting the mustard, bro.
No, he don't even know where the mustard is. He can't even find the mustard.
Are you a mustard? I'm not. Are you a mustard guy? We never talked mustard.
Well, let's talk mustard, because I'll tell you what.
I'm a honey.
I'd rather talk mustard than talk Giant baseball. I really would. What do you guys like? Goldens? You like Frenchies? What do you like? You like
Goldens? I do like Goldens.
I like Goldens too. And let's dive into this, Tony. And I'm glad you distracted me, because that's great. Yes. That's a perfect distraction. You know what? I'm an occasional mustard kind of mingler. It's an occasional thing. Mm-hmm. Every now and again. You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm glad you brought this up.
Mustard. I only mustard if I'm doing it like on a veggie sausage or something.
Well, let's explore this, because there's a variety of things we need to get into. And I had this debate it's not even a debate. It was a discussion I had with Brian Murphy years ago. I still remember this very cleanly. So for starters, how often do I go to mustard? Not that much, Tony. Occasionally.
Never.
These days, I really shouldn't, and none of us should. If you're over the age of 50, like Paulie Mack here, don't be eating hot dogs if you guys can help it. It's like the worst thing in the world. Right. But if I'm going to break the rules and eat a hot dog, I like to mustard up a hot dog. Now, I got to pause right there. I grew up, Tony, as a big fan. I used to go to New York Ranger games at Madison Square Garden with my dad. And the hot dogs at Madison Square Garden when I was a kid, they were really, really good. Scarlet Fire probably knows what I'm talking about. They had killer hot dogs at the Garden. And anyway, I grew up putting ketchup on the hot dog.
Nice.
But here's what happened.
I'm down with that.
I'm totally down with that. But you know who gave me a complex? You know who gave me a major complex about putting ketchup on? No. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. And let me explain. Now, a lot of you guys probably know where I'm going with this. Scarlet Fire remembers, yes, MSG hot dogs, they're the greatest. So, Tony, Clint Eastwood in one of the Dirty Harry movies, he gets himself a hot dog, and he's talking to like his partner, his police partner, whatever, and the partner of his is putting ketchup in a hot dog, and then Clint looks at him, and this is what he says. It's a quote. He goes, "Nobody, and I mean nobody, puts ketchup on a hot dog." And I was like, oh no, I'm doing it wrong, because I love Clint Eastwood, dude. I love the Dirty Harry movie. Clint's great. He's made so many great films. But anyway, that banged up my head, so I brought that to the air with KMBR Murph one time, and he was with me. He was a ketchup guy.
Yeah,
So-
I'm a ketchup guy too, Paulie. But the mustards, I'm not like a straight yellow mustard guy ever.
Well,
but I'm a
yellow is
golden,
like-
golden.
it's like-
I'll do goldens.
Golden's
I'll
the
do a
way.
hot sweet. I see a new name on the chat. MGFC shouting out jalapeno mustard. I'll do jalapeno mustard. I just don't like the straight up yellow mustard, and I never do mustard on a sangy. I'll do like a pesto spread. I'll do like a oil and vinegar. I'll do mayonnaise. Just no mustard on my sangy, because you know what, Paulie? It dominates the whole.
Well,
situation.
a little goes a long way. A little will go a long way. But I'll tell you this, Tony, the one sandwich I would feel pretty strongly about wanting to have mustard, and this is something I don't eat very often either. It's rare. But if I ever get like a corned beef sandwich, you got to put some, or pastrami, like Miss Pastrami corned beef, like a little mustard on there is good.
Yeah.
And by the way, the great Doug in Japan is here, so let's greet him, Tony, if you could. Give him some love, and then I want to read you his tweet. It was good. I always feel a little bit of a hole in my heart if Doug's not with us on the night flight, but he's here. Sounds great.
Come on,
All right. Okay. Tony,
All
we
right,
are getting all kinds of feedback. You touched the nerve with this mustard thing, dude. You touched a freaking nerve. I got Low Steve over here going, Dijon mustard on a Polish dog works. Shout out the old days of Candlestick. What do you got, T?
I got to call it TO, Paulie. TO on both of us.
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
All right. There we
Hey,
go.
dude, thanks for remembering, because we went 8 minutes before you even remembered. I had totally forgotten. So thank you. The official Night Flight song has been chimed. Tony, Doug in Japan. What was I going to say? Oh, Doug in Japan on the mustard thing. He goes, if you're talking hot dogs, you're talking mustard, let's at least honor the great Kobayashi's dominance in the hot dog field. Yeah, no one's going to mess with Kobayashi. He was the man. And Doug, we love having you on board tonight, man. Hey, Tony, when I hear the acoustic guitar thing that I recorded, it's probably getting close to about the time I just start promoting my next gig. So let me do that right now. We have another Paulie Mack and Friends gig coming up June 20th. We got time, but circle the date on your calendar. This is at the Paper Mill Creek Saloon, which is up here in Marin, not too far from Corinne and Fairfax, by the way. Paper Mill.
No, sorry.
Well, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I shouldn't have said that out loud, but it made me think of Corinne was at the yard with Pam today.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to
exactly.
talk about it. And she hit Longbridge before and after. That's some gangster maneuvers right there, Corinne. Gangster. But anyway, Paper Mill Creek Saloon, June 20th. Circle the calendar. I'll see you there, kids. We're going to have a great time. And this one's a little closer to us North Bay folks up here in Marin. So, yes, Tony, what do you got, buddy?
Funny you should mention that, because I just went over to Instagram Live, aka IG Live, and the drummer of Paulie Mack and Friends, Bob Marcucci, checking out the show on IG Live. Thank you for checking out the show, Bobby Mack, one of my favorite human beings to ever walk the face of this earth.
Bob Marcucci is a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a drummer and percussionist. By the way, guess what? Speaking of Bob Marcucci, we have a full band practice this Saturday up at Bob's studio.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to getting in there and kicking it around, making some noise.
Don't
This
be
week.
afraid to put Bob on a ukulele too.
I'll put Bob on any number
Yeah.
of things, dude. Bob can play all kind of stuff. And Tony, we're adding a bunch of new tracks. We got new Grateful. So the basic model for the Paulie Mac and Friends shows is going to be, it's a 2-set night. We did this last time. It went really well. So we're going to do this again. We're going to do 1 set of just like, our favorite stuff. We'll just mix it up a little. Set 2 is going to be all Grateful Dead. So we're going to have a good time. Yeah, come on out and join us and boogie if you need to, because we'll be looking to fill that dance floor. Yes, Tony.
Another thing, I see a new name on the chat. TG14 says that Night Flight song makes me feel old. LOL. Welcome to the show, TG14. And Paulie, we got to welcome our boy, formerly of the Bay Area, now up in the great Northwest in Portland, Oregon, Aaron Redner, checking out the show. Our guy, Aaron. Dude, we got to get Aaron back on the show one of these days soon. Aaron, let us know any gigs you've got coming up, too. Let's promote the Grateful Bluegrass Boys or any other thing you got going on up there or down here, brother.
We part of the premise of this whole thing, the reason we're calling it Paulie Mac and Friends is because we would like to continue to rotate musicians in and out. So I'm seeing dude, Aaron Redner. Listen, Aaron Redner, I've jammed with Aaron several times with some of his outfits, the Grateful Bluegrass Boys, Hot Buttered Rum. It's always a great time. And Aaron, if you ever come down, dude, it's an automatic sit-in. You're gonna be sitting in with us if you're ever in the Bay. When I'm doing one of my gigs, I'd love to have you on stage, man. It's always a lot of fun jamming with Aaron. Yes, Tony.
Paulie, did you mention to Bob Marcucci, the guy who drives the bus of the band on Skins, did you mention to him the idea of a triple bass jam?
No, I don't know if I did, but it really needs to happen. It does. It needs to happen. I want 3 because we did 2 last time. And again, I kind of stole that from what's his name, Mike Gordon and Phil Lesh. Yeah. There were times like when you'd have 2 bass players on. Those guys are world class, so they're doing like Miles Davis stuff. But the hell with that. Give me Drutzy, give me Creative Tony, and Faust all at the same time. A 3-way bass off. You know what I mean, dude? Let's make the best bass win. As far as I'm concerned.
Paulie, I am so down with that, man. And I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about this today. It has nothing to do with your gig, but maybe. If we burn some sage at your gig, it'll spread good vibes that people can take. People can take to the ballpark next time to go to the ballpark, and then maybe burn some sage at the ballpark as well.
Burn as much sage as you want. I'm all good with that, man.
Me too, man. But Paulie, I gotta give you some numbers, man, because this is just gonna,
Well, okay,
we can't ignore. Well, we gotta do numerology as well, but we got some numbers.
Let's back it up, Tony. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some numerology. We are going to talk Giants because that's what we do. We love the Giants, but right now I think we're all pretty pissed off at them. And we want to talk a little bit of NBA playoffs. And then, Tony, you and I need to step into the batter's box tonight because we have that anonymous sponsor who's provoked, or he said, I want Tony and Paulie to do Show Us Your Stuff. So Tony has 3 shows. I have 3 shows. We'll get to that by the end of the night too. But yeah, numerology. We'll start right there, T. Where I've totally lost track. I don't even know where we are anymore.
Yeah, we're episode 316, episode 316, P. And it's kind of
that's a pretty easy one. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of it's Jake Plummer.
No question. I think Jake the Snake immediately when by the way, have you seen Jake the Snake lately? Have you seen him?
The guy is Jake Snake hides out in the back of this backdrop, dude. That's pretty what Jake Snake is.
Pretty much. If he did, like, you'd see him like squatting in a catcher's position, pulling those mushrooms right out of the ground. Dude,
he probably walks around with a mushroom like tucked behind his ear, like
pretty much.
Hair back.
Pretty much. We interviewed Jake the Snake at a Super Bowl a few years ago. He looks like he walked right out of the parking lot of the Grateful Dead show into Radio Row. Dude, the beard, the hair, that is a guy who no longer gives a damn about straight society. He is marching to his own drum. And God bless him. You know what I mean? Good for him. Good for Jake the Snake, man. Why not?
I mean, why not? And why not share a picture of, it's not popping up. Damn it. I thought I had a picture of Jake. It's not popping up.
I'd love to see him. Yeah, give me one.
Let me find one first and then I can get it for you, buddy, because it's good. He's got the long, man, he looks great. Stand by.
Scarlet Fire coming in. By the way, don't leave out number 16, Whitey Ford. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I would go Joe Montana first, but of course, then we got other ones. We got Drakkar, dude. Drakkar saying, I lost it. Sorry, it went flying by. I didn't get a chance to finish that one, man. Sorry about that. Los D saying Austin 316 because Stone Cold said so. Nice, dude. Nice. Wow, Jake, bro. That's a wow. Dude, I forgot about that. Tony, is that freaking Plumber right there?
There's Plumber. There
Dude,
he
he
is.
shaved his beard. When I interviewed him, he had a big beard too. Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked crazy.
Oh, so good.
Hold
Thank
on.
you,
Where did
Jake.
he go? Where did he go? Yeah, dude, Jake from the Hum Daddies, dude. Number 16 was Bochy when Beltron came to town.
Oh
Remember
my
that?
God.
That's incredible freaking pull, dude.
Oh,
Incredible.
dude. Okay, by the way, Drakkar MKX.
Yeah, that was the guy. What did he say?
It says for numerology, I'm going John Cougar, John Deere, John 316.
Hey, man, that works, Kerr. Welcome to the show. And by the way, Tony, tell me the truth. When you were a kid, college years, you ever give yourself a little spritz of Drakkar? I did. I did it.
So it was either Paulie. I had 2 on my shelf. It was either
it was like a staple back then, dude.
Well,
You
I
were
was
not leaving the
Drakkar,
house
dude.
without a little spritz of Drakkar back in the day.
I was given Drakkar from a girl. Her name was Erica. Shout out Erica. Thank you, Erica, for the bottle of Drakkar. And then also a bottle of Obsession. I had Obsession and I had Drakkar. Those were my 2.
I don't remember Obsession. I don't remember that one.
Well, my sister taught me. Obsession was, I think, by Calvin Klein, I think. But my sister taught me, don't spray it directly on you. Spray it in the air and then walk through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear, speaking of those techniques, did you ever hear how Paulie Walnuts did his hair on The Sopranos? Like he wouldn't let the hair and makeup people touch him. He was like, I'm doing my own hair.
Nice.
And he would spray this very similar to your technique. He would spray the spray up in the air and let it come and settle down on his head.
Dude.
He was like, and it took him like a couple hours to get that whole thing like standing upright. True story. Rest in peace. Yeah, Paul Cicero, man. Yeah, rest in peace.
For sure. But I gotta give love to another name we haven't seen before. Daniel Shabazz 5017. He says Eternity by Calvin Klein was better than Obsession. Dude, first of all, you bringing up Eternity rules. And second of all, sure, I'll go Eternity over Obsession, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing, man. I've never been a cologne guy. This is funny show so far, dude. Not a mustard guy, not a cologne guy, but I wasn't planning on talking about either. But it's basically distraction from talking about the Gigantes de San Francisco, Paulie.
We Tony, real quick, because I know you'll appreciate this. We've had multiple people chiming in on the numerology saying, guys, how could you drop the ball on this? Not one, I think at least 2 people said the ultimate 16 candles. And I pretty much have to agree with you on that. You got Joe Montana and you got candles. That's all the 16s you'll need. By the way, your guy Devers, what number does he wear?
He's Devers is not 16. Is he 16? No,
I think he is 16.
How do I not know Devers' number? I'm a Devers.
Am I wrong, guys? What's Devers' number? Somebody tell me.
How do I not know this? That's horrible.
Hold on. I want to shout out M1MX. What's up? You don't have to miss me. I appreciate that, but I'm right here, brother. I'm right freaking here. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Paulie. He is 16. Jesus.
Tracing that number to all San Francisco. By the way, the Stars were out today at the game. The one positive, if there was one today, you know who's in the crowd? Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr. That's right.
Steve Kerr. By the way, speaking of the great Steve Kerr, I'm one of the people that backs him. You know, come get me. What are you going to do? I like the
for life.
Yeah, for life. But he, I don't know if he had a meeting with the Warriors or why he was at the game or whatever, but it was just good to see him out at the yard. I'll tell you that. And Tony, tonight we have like hot off the presses in bookmarks. I have Draymond Green and Charles Barkley, like getting not throwing hands, but I'm sure in Draymond's head, he was like, you know what, Chuck, I'd love to take you into the back and slap you around a little. Because Chuck just did his usual thing. You know, the Warriors aren't going to win another championship, man. Just doing this whole thing. And then Draymond just went right at him. So he goes like, and we'll play it in bookmarks. But the big punchline was Draymond was like, all I can say, dude, is we're going to keep competing as well as we can, as long as we don't look like you looked when you were with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Dude, Draymond, man. Draymond can hold his own. So we'll get to that a little bit later too, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that because Chuck was a hell of a player, dude, on both sides.
Well, Chuck has 4 fewer rings than Draymond, so I don't know.
Yeah, but Chuck didn't get to play with Steph Curry either, dude. So
no, it's not Chuck's fault. You know whose fault that is? That's Michael Jordan's fault. Michael Jordan kept that entire era of Hall of Famers that he prevented them from getting rings. Whether it was, I mean, where do you want to begin? The list is freaking 8 miles long. I mean, you got Patrick Ewing, you got Dominique Wilkins, you've got the aforementioned Charles Barkley. There were so many great Clyde Drexler. There were so many great players that went up against Jordan. You couldn't beat Jordan. 6-0 in the final. So yeah, Charles Barkley was great, but he wasn't about to get past. He wasn't going to get past Jordan, and he didn't.
No. That's why Jordan's the GOAT of all time. And did you see
Stockton
the quote?
and Malone, two more. Sorry to throw on the pile. Stockton and Malone went up against him, couldn't get it done. I mean, so there's like Jordan left a wake in his wake, just a litter of Hall of Fame players that he prevented from getting rings single-handedly.
Did you happen to see LeBron's little outburst after game one about, well, yeah, we don't have Luka. He didn't say we don't have Luka. He's like, we don't have a 35-point scorer. We don't have or whatever we do, either 35, 6 and 9 or 35, 9 and 6, whatever it is. We don't have him. We don't have that. And it's like, damn, dude. Like,
I don't think it was an outburst. I saw it. I wouldn't call it an outburst. I think he was asked a question. He answered the question.
Look happy ever anymore.
Well, he's not. How could he be? He knows he's not going anywhere with the LA Lakers.
Then why play if you're not going to enjoy yourself at least for a moment? I don't know, man. I think he might want to consider just hanging it up.
I don't think that's going to happen. This contract he's under with the Lakers is going to expire at the end of this year, and that's why there was all that chatter and speculation about will he want to sidle up next to Steph Curry, which I'm sure LeBron James would love to do. One thing Draymond said, though, but real quick before I lose this, because I don't think this is in the bookmark thing. I don't think it might be. I don't remember. But one thing Draymond said is to Chuck's, kind of provoking was, guys, next year, yeah, we're getting the band back together and stuff, but Jimmy Butler's still going to miss a lot of the season. And I hadn't thought about this, but he also mentioned Moses Moody is going to miss a lot of the season too. Those guys are coming off major injuries. So that was some kind of a little slap of reality when Draymond said that. But yeah, I look forward to next year, clean slate, see what happens. But if it's up to me, I say keep LeBron James away from the Golden State Warriors. I do not want that.
I want no part of that, dude. And by the way, the Spurs are just putting it on the T-Wolves, 75-51, 5:45 left to go in the third. And the Knicks taking care of business in game 2. So they're up 2-zip, 108-102. Just a little scoreboard, Paulie. Numerology. I just want to finish numerology. I'm going to give you a little Merton Hanks 36.
Nice, dude. Nice.
16 around 61. Jesse Sapolo. And then we got to go Jared Goff 16 and number 16. How about
I want to play 2. Can I go 31 for Dante Whitner?
Yes, dude. You can go 31 for Chet Brooks. You can go 31 for Greg Maddux. You can go what's another 31? I'm trying to think of another 31. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But or you can go 13 Brock Purdy if you flip the 31 around. Saw a great video online today of Purdy playing with his baby girl and like being a total baby dad, which also reminds me, I saw a comment from Robot Centaur saying, baby Nina says hello to the PNP Familia. She's wide awake right now, wide-eyed. So baby Nina, maybe baby Nina can bring her to the yard and get her vibe into the yard because something needs to happen for Giants baseball. Paulie, I have to read this stat to you, okay?
Sure.
And I got to credit Jeff Young with this on Twitter. I saw it. The Giants are 14-23. They have a minus 42 run differential, which is the worst in baseball.
They suck, dude. Yeah.
And the 2017 team had a 13-24 record and a minus 29 differential through 37 games. So it's bad out there. And let me tell you,
it's been bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We bag on Devers. I mean, we bag on Devers a lot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Adames in his last 15 games. 6 for 60.
Yeah,
6 for 60. 0 runs driven in. 24 strikeouts. 24 strikeouts in 60 at bats. 6 hits. Only 1 double. That's Adames. Now, your guy, Chappie. Your guy.
He ain't my guy, dude. Don't associate Chappie with me. I'm kind of pissed at him right now. But go ahead, finish the riff. Let's see. Why is he my guy? I don't.
Just riffing on that part, but
okay.
The guy that we're gonna have for another 5 years in the last 13 games, Matt Chapman, 5 for 46 with 19 strikeouts. Dude, 46 at bats, 19 strikeouts. Okay?
Abysmal, dude. It's freaking abysmal. What do you chalk this up to? Seriously, when you have see, the thing is, like, you can handle a player or two having a slump or a cold spell. When it's 1 through 9, Like, how do you attribute that to what, Tony? What, like, can you say this is about the hitting coach or their approach is off? Like,
no, it's not the hitting coach. It's no, because I promise you, the hitting coach, they're watching film, they're studying film, they're looking at the swing, they're breaking it down frame by frame and studying pitchers. I mean, they're facing incredible pitching. Like that guy did that. I haven't seen a pitcher that's damn near unhittable in a long time until Mason Miller came around. And that dude, I don't know if you saw his inning today, Paulie, but Jesus, dude, that guy cranking it in at minimum 100, if not 102, 101.
Yeah.
And then he's got this fall off the table slider. That's just Casey Schmidt waved at it for the second strike or third strike because I think he was just because you have to look fastball, because if you don't look fastball, he'll blow it right by you. But then he has a slider that falls off the table. That dude is filthy, man.
Well,
so anyway, they're facing great pitching. That's all I can. That's the only thing I can chalk it up to. But they're professionals who are making a ridiculous amount of money to perform.
Yeah, I don't like that they're facing great pitching, even if they are. I think there's got to be a way. And Lily asked a question too, which is like a legit question. Like, Tony, why are they all so bad? Not just Chapman in it. No, it's a great question. Like, it's all of them, dude. It's everybody. Right. It's not just the Dom, it's Chapman and Devers. And yeah, Devers hit a meaningless solo shot. I know, but who cares? That doesn't change a damn thing. Right. And Tony,
but hold on. The key word you said, solo shot, dude. Yeah. I need to do this dive to see what Devers' batting average is with runners on base, because I don't think it's very high.
Dude, it's in the freaking ones. It's got to be in the ones, if that.
Yeah, and so when you get the solo,
being in the ones, shout out Patrick Bailey. What's he hitting, $158 or something? You see him come up to bat, it's like, oh my god.
Well, and also, you didn't need to put him behind the plate today. You did not. You could have left Rodriguez behind the plate today. Okay, you want to talk about? Oh, hold on, Paul. You want to talk about
Tony?
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
I do want to talk about Tony. Can I get another one, dude? That's the only thing that's making me feel good. Give me another one.
Here we go.
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
We talked about that Tony doesn't go up there and throw from the mound. He doesn't play defense and he doesn't swing the bat, but he makes decisions for the team. And he put Walker in again, which I don't know if that was.
He put Walker in again today, and Walker got touched up again, as he always does, dude. And it's like, it's.
But I don't think I don't think he needed to put Bailey behind the dish today. I think he could have put Rodriguez back behind the dish again today. And by the way, Bailey did not. Bailey prides himself on his defense. He didn't look like the typical defensive stud.
What are you talking about, that pass ball moment when he couldn't find the ball? Did you see that?
That ball, and there was also a bobbled exchange when he was trying to throw somebody out that he didn't throw it down to the bag. And also his ABS rate, where he's just really bad at trying to call or challenge strikes and balls. So I don't know. I just thought, let Rodriguez settle in, play him another game behind the dish, and let him swing the stick and go with the lineup that has gotten you a split in this series. And
I thought you were going to say go with God. You know what I mean? No. Go with God, find the way, through him with him forever and ever. Tony, also real quick, shout out to, he's gone already. The comment line is blowing up tonight. I saw a couple of new faces. I wanted to shout these guys out. Bob Granke, what's up, dude? Jim Plunkett, number 16. Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, ready for this one? Here it comes, Bob. The seldom mentioned. I was there. These are my first 49er games in 1976 at Candlestick Park. You know who was playing quarterback, Tony? Jim Plunkett. Okay.
Nice.
He started under center for a whole year in 76. Had a good year. Niners went 8-6 that year. Didn't make the playoffs, but that was my first year of going to games. And Jim Plunkett was indeed the quarterback wearing number 16. That's a great call. What's up, Cody? Good to see you tonight, brother. Welcome back. Karen Bell, nice to see you as well. Tony, here's what I want to ask you, though. Back to your boy, Tony. And can I get another one just for my head?
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Okay. Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
By the way, I love hearing Elaine in there. Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. By the way, little secret for all the ladies. You want to hear something crazy for the broads of the PMP community, the ladies of PMP? To a man, and it's fascinating. I've never met a man who's not crazy about Elaine Bennis. Men love Elaine Bennis. I'm just throwing that out there, food for thought, ladies, because you never meet a guy, like every guy you ever meet is like, oh my God, I love Elaine. And I'm one too. I love Elaine too. Are you an Elaine head, Tony?
Oh my,
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. I loved in the show when she did like a hairstyle change from like the big, I don't know, like bun up top or whatever to
Like
the
straight.
long, the long curly locks. I'm like, Elaine, that's a beautiful move. You look great. And I love the sense of humor and I love her trash talk. And I loved,
See, it's coming. Here come the reviews. Rags, her hair. Lucas, Lucas. I'm sorry, Jake. Jake Lucas. He goes, the hottest woman on earth. Okay.
Nice.
The hottest woman on earth, man. Yeah, it's like that, man. People love Elaine. Noemi Catalina, she goes, I am Elaine. Okay. I'm the new 2.0 Elaine out in the East Bay. I love it, Noemi. I do. I love it. All right, Tony, I want to give some love to one of our sponsors. We can get into Show Us Your Stubs a little bit too. But why don't we start with the and I want to thank also for additional support our man Chris McClure. He's just been providing some additional support on the side. Chris, we love you, bro. Thank you for that too, very, very much.
Hey, Paulie, I had a great phone chat with Chris today, and he sends his love to you, and he sends his love to the PNP Familia. And the way Chris listens to the show is that he'll take tonight's show and load it up tomorrow morning and listen tomorrow morning. That's his morning show.
Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that. It's interesting. And Chris is a guy who does not pop on the comments line. There's a lot of our viewers and listeners, they don't participate in the comments line. I love seeing you guys, but not everybody does jump in. And I know Chris is one of those guys. And I've heard that refrain many times. That's one thing people like about this new format is that and Tony and I have learned this. And that's kind of why we've tried moving the show around. Like he consumes the show when he wants to. And there are a lot of people like that. They'll listen at night. They'll listen when they're working out in the morning or driving to work in the morning, which is all good with me. Anytime you want to grab the show, please do. But if you're going to do that, the plea, here's the Paulie Mac plea one more time. Please like and subscribe and please comment. If you leave some comments, apparently that's going to help us out somehow. I don't know, dude. We're just still trying to figure this YouTube thing out. But let me tell you what, I want to start by giving some love to Longbridge Pizza tonight because two of our all-stars, man. Do you want to talk about the ladies of PMP? You can't talk about the ladies of PMP without shouting out the great Corinne in Fairfax. And she brought her soul sister, Pam, to the game today. The very same Pam that we met at Longbridge a couple of weeks ago. I kind of have a crush on Pam. I like Pam. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, they were out at the yard today. They hit Longbridge before and after the game. That, my friends, is a gangster maneuver. Where is Longbridge, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you, grab a pen. 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. It's literally a couple of blocks down from Chase Center if you've never been. But stop on by there. Enjoy the laid-back vibe. Enjoy the serious pizza. Enjoy the charms of a Neil Donardi with that South City flavor he's bringing in every day. And you join the Vibe Tribe, man. That's their crew down there, the Vibe Tribe. Your Andres, your Stevens, you know what I mean? The whole gang of them down there. The entire Donardi family too. And they can, speaking of, if you want to talk to Neil Donardi, give him a shout, shoot him an email about bringing in a group or some kind of private party. Yes, they can accommodate that. Would be a great place for a kid's birthday party too. Just tell Neil when you want to do it. And he'll hold that back room for you. They can close the doors. It's really cool. It's like your own space back there. And then there's the reason we really love Longbridge. Tony, it's the food, my man. Whether it's the Nico pizza, the Sophia, the loading dock for my girl Miriam. She's a big loading dock gal. I got to go with my namesake. I got to go Paulie Mac Particle Pie. Even Creative Tony, every now and again, will sneak down a Paulie Mac Particle slice. Oh, I'm going to hand it over to you. Tell me what we're looking at here, T. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Look at that. That's a Detroit style square. That is tomorrow. Tonight's Wednesday night. Today they have the sandwiches. The LBP squares are on Thursdays. And get a load of that. Get the burnt cheese on the crispy cheese on the sides, and then look at that thing. Well, seriously, it's got the peppers, it's got the sausage, it's got the cheese, it's got the sourdough crust, sourdough dough. It's just, if I had to rank my favorite pizza, it would be the Detroit style square. But
shout out to Matt Stenson, Tony. He says shout out to the Love Supreme pie, the Love Supreme, and shout out to John Coltrane's Love Supreme too. But absolutely. I'm sorry, Tony, finish your breakdown.
No, that was the Detroit style squares. I just wanted to remind people that happens on Thursdays. Today was sandwiches, and bring your sandwiches to the yard day. And I also wanted to see if I could do this. Here is Corinne and Pam right there at Longbridge today. There they are right there.
A little bit to your left. There you go. Other way. Right your other left. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Look at those girls. Yeah.
So good.
I hope Pam's not wearing a Devers jersey, you know?
No.
We get her a new one. If she's got a Devers jersey, I'll get her something else to wear. Yeah, because you can't be wearing it.
I think Pam is smarter than that, right?
Me too. I hope so. Yeah.
But also, I want to share something else on the screen too, Paulie, that we can make sure. Oh, there's 2 announcements too.
Okay.
For the month of May, the Signor Pizza is back, and I want to share this too. So
shout out Jerry Garcia band, Tony. Signor, go ahead.
Exactly, dude. Signor.
Bonnie knows what I'm talking about. That one's for you, Bonnie. Little Signor, JGB.
Tomato sauce, mozzarella, cheddar, chorizo, red onion, spicy pickled peppers, queso fresco, crema, cholula, and cilantro is the Signor Pizza only in the month of May. Come by and get it at Longbridge Pizza. Only.
I love the artwork, Tony. The guitar floating around in space. Yeah. I love this. Yeah, it's great.
Great. So only in the month of May. And then finally, Paulie, I do want to also promote what is happening at Longbridge Pizza on May 18th. We got to get outside the oven for this to finish our Longbridge spot today. But stand by.
I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry.
Jerry and the Jerks for the Jerry Day fundraiser Monday, May 18th. Be there or be square, as they say. But there it is. Excuse me. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Music starts at 6. Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street, Monday, May 18th. Jerry and the Jerks, a Grateful Dead tribute band. They will be playing here at Longbridge Pizza, and it's a tribute for Jerry Day San Francisco, which will be August 1st, 2026.
Jerry's birthday.
100% of the ticket proceeds go to benefit Jerry Day San Francisco, Paulie.
All right, man. Jerry and the Jerks. Also, shout out to TG14. That's the guy's handle. TG14 goes, damn, that looks incredible, and I'm starving. Hey, nice. TG14, if you're in the city, go make it happen. It's right there. Go just call them up. They might deliver to your neighborhood. You should inquire within. We'd like to turn our friends on to the best pizza in San Francisco, because that's exactly what they're flipping down there. So thank you, Longbridge. Thank you, Neil. We love you so much. And okay, Tony.
One last thing. It's at the Jerry Garcia Amphitheater, by the way, which is in San Francisco. And you can go to Longbridge Pizza's Instagram account at Longbridge Pizza and click on the Eventbrite link on their page, and you can order tickets ahead of time, or you can show up the day of and walk up to the door and get in as well.
All right, man. Thank you, Big T, and thank you, Longbridge Pizza. Tony, what I was thinking, unless you have objections to this, I was thinking, why don't we pop into the bookmarks so we can show these guys the Barkley Draymond spat, and there's a couple other things that are pretty cool in there too. In fact, you know what's been in there for a while, and I've been wanting to show. It's been in there for like over a week. It is an old clip along with all this other stuff. There's a clip in there of Bill Walsh talking about his drafting philosophies and why, like, whatever round he finds players in was like of no consequence to him. Like he didn't really care about first rounders. He cared about the best players out there. So I wouldn't mind showing that either. So T, why don't we do that? Let's go to bookmarks. Let's do that. And then we also have some, are we going to do mailbag tonight, T?
A quick mailbag. We'll do a quick mailbag for sure. We got some food porn from Pine Needle. We've got P1 Chuck sent us some stuff. The mailbag is great. pauliespod@gmail.com. And then we'll do our ticket stubs as well, Paulie. Stand by if you don't mind, because I would like to do this properly. Okay. I'd like to do this properly. That's all I'm saying. So stand by. Here we go.
It's time.
Sure, go ahead. Laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
Dude. Come on.
I'm doing the veto. Thank you, Big T. I needed that. I needed a little bookmark jam tonight. That was good for my head. All right,
dude. I needed that big time, man. Paulie and I are dragging today. We're both a little under the weather, as they say. So I needed a little Joy Boy. I needed a little bookmarks. And now we can dive into the book.
Yeah, the truth is out there, folks. Tony and I are. This is a true story. Tony and I both are sick out of freaking nowhere. I told Tony last night. I was like, dude, we really shouldn't be making out like this because something bad could happen. And I got Tony to do a spit take. Yes. Yeah. I got him. You see that, folks? I just got him. Nice, T. Nice. Maybe that'll blow out some of those germs. But no, it's a true story. Tony's sick. I'm sick, and we might try to get out of here a little earlier tonight because, kids, I don't know if you guys can, and I hope you can't, but Tony, as we speak, and we're sitting here right now, sweating. I'm just sweating.
Dude,
I had a fever. When we started this show, I had a freaking fever. Yeah, what? I'm not kidding.
You should take your fever live on the show, dude, and be like, here it is.
Take my temperature? No, I don't want to do that. But trust me, I'm sweating and I have a fever. It's not pretty. Yeah.
And by the way, Paulie, this is a total dick move by me, but we've got two supers just sitting there.
Oh, sorry. Let's take care of them. Yeah.
One was at 7:46 p.m. pre-show super, and I'm such a dick. It's 8:40. We're almost an hour later, and I'm just getting to it now. Miriam, I just apologize wholeheartedly. And if I could just do it justice, just let me do it justice as we're supposed to.
Do something.
Yeah, well, come on, do something.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
And you know what, Miriam? You get the full one.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time.
There we go. All right. Miriam says, happy night flight all. Is everyone up for a visit to Particle Land this evening? Miriam, I will dig it up and we will end the show. I'm going to make a note right now.
I'm up for it. Thank you, Miriam. I always want to go to Particle. I spent half my life in the Particle Land anyway, but yes, I am up for it big time. Yes.
And we were talking about Jake Plummer. Jake Plummer lives in Particle Land. We were talking
he's the freaking mayor of Particle Land, dude. He's running it, you know?
I just made a note. Just made it for Particle Land. Thank you so much for the super pre-show super. Thank you.
Hey, by the way, I just thought of something, Tony. Because Escobar Cheeks III, who we love so much, he'll chime in regularly, and when he gives us those supers filled with hashtags, hashtag no butt stuff, hashtag this, hashtag that, he always writes hashtag no shaman. I'm going to modify that for the first time in PMP history. Tony, no shaman unless it's Jake the Snake Plummer. Him, I would let him be my shaman. That guy would take me into the woods with a lantern and some tea concoction I'm supposed to drink. But if it's not Jake Plummer, I don't want a shaman. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm amending that, Tony. I'm amending it.
I'm a big Plumber head, so fine. And dude, could we hire Plumber? Does he guide? Is he a guide? Is he like an ayahuasca
freelance shaman, dude? Imagine that, like on Craigslist, freelance shaman. You know what I mean? 500 per trip or whatever. I don't know. We should start doing that, dude. You know what I mean? I'll be your ganja shaman. Come on over. I'll show you how we do it. You know what I mean? We'll spin them up and see what happens. All right, Tony. Were we done with the supers? Or are we still going?
No, we still have Patty from Napa, our freaking queen of the scene, Patty from Napa. She says, get mustard near me and I will barf on you. Love you all. You can do. So if you're just joining the show, we had a mustard riff at the beginning of the show. I don't even know how we got
You brought it up. You just brought it up. You brought it to the show. You were like, I don't like mustard, Paulie. I don't like it. You just like announced that at the beginning. I forget.
I said that Devers isn't cutting the mustard. And then I said, by the way, I'm not a mustard guy, are you? So that
by the way, I'll lose this opportunity if I don't jump on it now. Tony, give me your favorite all-time track about or celebrating mustard. Go ahead.
I don't think I have a track about.
I'll give you one. I have one. Are you ready?
What was Colonel Mustard? Colonel Mustard was in Clue?
Oh, you're getting that sounds right. The judges will accept that. Sure.
Colonel Mustard, right? Go ahead with yours while I look up Colonel Mustard.
Mine is going to be from my favorite Beatles record, Abbey Road. There's a track on there called Mean Mr. Mustard. Great track, too. Mean Mr. Mustard. Right. Yeah, that's the one.
Great call. And yeah, Colonel Mustard, a fictional character. Okay, yeah, that's all they got on Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, Elmore's confirming it. Elmore 67 goes, you got it, Tony. It's definitely Clue. Yeah,
okay, thank you, Colonel Mustard. Yeah. So, and Patty, thank you for the super.
Yeah, no, Patty, we'll keep our interactions mustard free. I promise. We won't. No condiments when Patty's around. I promise. No sauerkraut, no relish, nothing. No mustard. We'll keep it clean. Keep the scene clean. All right, Tony.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get into bookmarks since we played. Thank you for the supers, everybody.
Thank you.
Bookmarks. Right away. This is Charles Barkley and Draymond Green. Draymond on the set for Kenny Smith, right? He's subbing for Kenny Smith, right? I believe.
Correct. No, he's subbing for Shaq.
Or Shaq, sorry.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the whole show.
Yeah, so this is like 2 hours ago, a couple hours ago. This is them at the desk, and like Tony said, Dre is in for Shaq, and Barkley just did his thing. I don't think there's a lot of Barkley on this. It's mostly Draymond, but Barkley basically looked over at at Draymond, and he goes, "Dre, the Warriors are not going to win any other titles, not at your age." And this is kind of where we can pick it up.
So there's two. I think you put one in here and I put one in here without even talking to each other. That's what I love about this, is that we always see who put what into the account. But we'll play this first, and then if this isn't long enough, we'll play a longer one here. Here we go.
Okay.
Nobody wins when they're 37, 38. But you said what you said. I didn't want to hear if he believes what you're talking. Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform. Yeah. Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to. What does that look like? Did you see it? I'm just asking. I saw it. Nobody.
Oh boy, that was. I got to be honest. That was an awkward silence on the set for a second.
Because Chuck is being a jackass. You don't look over at a 4-time champion and go, "Yeah, you guys are all done." I mean, you don't say that. And if he did, Draymond's coming back. I thought Draymond's comeback was spectacular. Like, no hesitation. Just so long as we don't look like you did in a Rockets uniform. Like, I applaud Draymond. I thought that was a great comeback, man.
This is interesting, and I have a question to ask you. But here's a longer clip, and we can cut it off whenever we want to. But I'm gonna let this play because Chuck, there's a little more byplay between the two.
Always ends. Sports, listen, sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38. But you said what you said. I didn't want to hear if he believes what you're talking. Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform. Yeah. Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to. What does that look like? Did you see it? I'm just asking. I saw it. I mean, so, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level. Can we get back to that level? Listen, to your point, Jimmy's going to miss a lot of next year. Moses is going to miss a lot of next year. That's $70 million. $75 million of a $160 million payroll. So it's going to be tough. But make no mistake about it, the goal will always be to compete at a championship standard level. Whether we win a championship or not, I think as you get older, you have to redefine what's success, right? Still the most sellouts in the NBA. Still the most national TV games in the NBA. And you just want to give yourself a chance. Success may not be for us at this point a championship, right? That's just that's the way it goes. And so I think understanding what is success at this point is key for us, knowing and understanding that it may not be realistic to win a championship, but can we continue to build to that so that once we leave this organization, it's still in a great space of where they have that pedigree and they can try to build on that like the Spurs.
Wow.
This is outstanding stuff. And just a quick couple of comments I want to acknowledge before we carry on here. First, to Red Jet Shell, and I agree with you, dear. This was you're all over it. She goes, Red Jet Shell said, when Draymond said what he said, Charles Barkley's silence is just a chef's kiss. Well said. Mwah. I like that very much. And then Bonnie, the great Scarlet Fire, goes, is it me or did Draymond Green just color his beard? Bonnie, that's a great cut. And then she goes, there's no shame in the game, but I think he colored his beard. He did, because his beard was super gray during the season. Great call, but I wouldn't have noticed that. But you're right. I read that and I looked, I'm like, yeah, that's way too black, because he was gray all season. Yeah.
Is that Draymond or is that a makeup person saying, you know what, we need to touch this up?
I'd say it's Draymond. You don't have to take them. I freaking hate that, dude. Let me tell you something right now. There's a reason I never wanted to be on TV or even doing this, dude. But when you're doing like real TV stuff, which I've done a few times for the NFL Network, they got the makeup, the lights. It's like, it's so uncomfortable. So my point is, if Draymond didn't want his thing touched up, he would say, I don't want that. Just stay away from me. So I have to think he was in on it. I think he must have colored it. Yeah.
I gotta say that was very smooth, and Draymond has a career in the booth, or not in the booth, but in some sort of in TV if he wants it.
He'll be an outstanding commentator. I really maintain this, and I've been saying this for years. I'm sure a lot of you agree with this, but just watching Draymond as often as we have, and watching him night in, night out for the last 12 years, whatever it's been, he is a basketball savant. He is one of the most articulate, highest IQ. He's able to articulate the game in a way that Tony's 100% right. It's going to lend itself really nicely to a broadcasting career if he wants that, which I think he does. I mean, he's got his own podcast. Dude, everybody's doing a podcast now. Jaylen Brown just got himself in a whole lot of trouble on that podcast. He's got fined $50,000 for running his mouth on that, blaming the refs for the Philly series. But my point is, Draymond loves the microphone. He loves the camera. And yeah, if he wants that, but Tony, I think he'd be a great coach too.
Oh, he'd be a great coach, but I also think when it has become a thing that when Draymond speaks, people listen, man. Whether they agree or disagree, they'll listen, and he's got the attention of everybody. So we've it's no secret we love Draymond on this show, and you tolerate or accept, the technicals or maybe the whatever you want to call it,
the temper tantrums, the ejections, all the freaking nonsense he does. Yeah.
The theme song from Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have the facts of life.
Okay,
that's Draymond Green, right? Yeah. You take the good, you take the bad. There's way more good, and not just good, but outstanding than the bad with Draymond. So, and he was smooth as butter right there, man. So,
he's great. He looks great. He's a handsome guy. The suit looks killer. I'm always going to love Draymond. I know he's a polarizing guy, but I will always back Draymond Green, because I'm telling you right now, they don't get any of those titles without him. They just don't. You need him. He is such an integral part. He does the heavy lift and the dirty work. And I'll take Draymond 10 times out of 10. Tony, can we go back, or are we still?
Yeah, we're going to go back. And Paulie, I just want to quote your favorite band, Steely Dan. I'm not a fool to do your dirty work. Okay.
My favorite band. It's true. They are my favorite band of all time. Hands down, dude. I got everything they ever recorded. I got bootlegs. I got it all. Yeah.
I forget the account. There's some dude on Instagram, though, who is turning Steely Dan songs into house music remixes, and they're freaking good, man.
Now that I'd like to check out.
Yes.
That I'd like to check out. Yeah.
Yes, they're really good. So anyways, and they show them they're college kids, and they show them at college, and this makes me want to go back to college so bad. They're at frat houses and a big, huge frat party, and this guy's DJing, and he's playing a Steely Dan house remix, and the place is going bonkers. And I'm like, oh, can I transport myself there for 3 hours and then be gone? I mean,
I actually like that kind of stuff when different kinds of music are combined. Like one time I was in Boston. I think this is going to be probably around 2010 or so, hanging out with my friend Joe Mazzi. He took me to some club in Boston with the same kind of thing. There was a DJ going, and I'll never forget this. I was so blown away by what this guy did. I was like, God, I wish I had that on tape or on CD. This guy played a mashup of Smells Like Teen Spirit and Billie Jean. It was unbelievable. I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Bam, ba bam, chicka jam jam, and then you would hear Michael Jackson start singing. It was crazy. Yeah. Totally. Both going at the same time, and it worked beautifully. It was an incredible mashup. Yeah.
A couple of side notes, and we'll go back into big bookmarks. But the band Humphreys McGee, great band, a bunch of Notre Dame dudes from Illinois or Chicago. They have an album out there called Zonky, where it's all those types of mashups where they have like you said, Paulie, 2 different songs mashed up together, but they made an album of it. You can order it. It's fantastic if you're looking for that. And then also, Scarlet Fire on the chat says, Steely Dead. Have you seen them? Bonnie? So, Paulie, it's a Steely Dan Grateful Dead tribute band. And I would love to see them, Bonnie, because I see them listed at places. And I'm like, damn, I really want to go check them out. And Bonnie, let's get Paulie. Let's kidnap him. Let's blindfold him and kidnap him.
I'll go to the gig. I'll go to pretty much any gig. I like seeing live music. But yeah, man, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. You can tell me when, and I'll be there.
No, dude, they play the Guild. I know that, but we'll work it out. We'll get to a gig. Steely Dead. We're gonna follow them. They'll be at Felton Music Hall. Noemi says it's Felton Music Hall.
Freestone Peaches play there quite a bit, actually. That's one of their joints. Yeah.
And shout out Felton, man. Shout out Felton for life. But Paulie, back to bookmarks because the Rolling Stones. Okay, now we're talking Stones. We're going from Draymond.
Oh, nice. Ronnie Wood. Dude, I can't freaking wait. By the way, Mick Jagger tonight is going to be on Jimmy Fallon. Or the Tonight Show, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Did you see there was a great picture of Keith and Mick strolling through Brooklyn I think
No,
from earlier today.
no, I didn't see that. No.
Oh, if I can find it, I'll try and pull it up. It's fantastic, man.
I want to be like those guys when I'm in my 80s, man. If I even make it that far, I want to be like, playing music, walking around unassisted. You know what I mean? But in Jagger's case, dude, Jagger is putting like 35-year-old front men to shame. And I'm not kidding. Like, you'll go see Mick Jagger if you get a chance today. It's astonishing at this point. I don't really know what to say anymore because I saw him 2 years ago at Levi's. And again, like the guy, like I said, he probably ran 10 miles that night on stage while singing. It's crazy.
We were talking about, who was I talking to about this the other day? Maybe it was Coach Pat, who I coach with. Shout out Coach Pat, greatest BP in the history of batting practice. But we were talking about how that Jagger at the age of 82 can still gyrate.
Yeah.
We use the term gyrate and move his hips and like, dude, I'm 30 years younger than Mick and I can't gyrate. Like the guy is just let's let the music and the video do
nice.
the talking.
Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't seen this. Bring it on.
So this is the new album, Foreign Tongues, coming out July 14th or July 12th, sometime in July.
Perfect.
And from what I'm hearing, anyways, here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and.
I can't hear nothing.
When I was hitting it, I was hitting it.
I'm playing it as loud as I can.
Any clue what song we're working on today?
Still fuck ups. More fuck ups than good. Yeah, why don't you drive me down that rough and twisted road?
I heard you singing yesterday. I thought it was brilliant. I'm telling you.
Why don't you guide me?
I'm just having so much fun with this.
I don't know which way to go.
Fucking amazing.
Flash me all your jewelry.
You guys want to play that a little more? Fuck off.
Cool, it's called some money.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
The stars and you and me.
Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. More Stones, man. The more Stones, the better off we'll all be in the long run. I'm telling you right now. And I'm just saying, Tony, I'm glad they could just sit around and live in the south of France if they wanted to, but they're still writing songs. They're still playing gigs. It's God bless those guys, man. I don't know what else to say, but long live the Stones, man.
Long live the Stones. And I got to say, this is nothing against their incredible catalog and work and their earlier stuff, but I feel like they're putting out some of their best stuff and they're in their 80s.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. Look at these. Look at the ladies piping up. I love this. Lily Merchant. I love Mick. He's hot AF. Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is, Lily. You have excellent taste. How about Karen Bell? I love that they haven't had a bunch of work done. They're just aging naturally. 100%, man. That's the way to go. Just let it happen.
Same thing. I was thinking the same thing. That sure they might do a little hair dye and that's it. That is it, man. They're letting it all hang out, man. And hey, Mother Nature and aging are undefeated, so don't even try to fight them. Paulie, we're going to continue on with bookmarks real quick.
Okay, real quick. Yeah, show me something else. What is that you got there?
Oh, this is just depressing as all hell. I thought
perfect for the night flight. Yeah.
this. Okay, so this is a great account, Codify. It's called Codify, and basically how often MLB starters pitch 7+ innings. Okay. 1988, you're at 48%. And then it's just a steady decline. 88, 48%. Let's go 98, 38%. Let's go 2008, 29%. Let's go to 2018, 18%. And to 2026, 9% of
Nine, dude.
Starters.
Yeah.
MLB starters pitching 7+ innings. 9% from 48% in 88 to 9%. I'm just blown away by that. And I had to share it with you.
And they're making more money now for doing less. It's crazy. Like the pitchers of today make 10 times what the pitchers in the 80s made, and they're doing a third of the amount of work. It is pretty crazy. They're being asked to do less, and they're making bundles of money. It's wacky.
Gross, man. It's gross. And then finally, wow.
Oh, dude, give me the Hoffman. Give me the Hopper. Okay, here's just some comedy for everybody's head. So here's this. There's really no reason. I just saw this and I couldn't resist. Here's Francis Ford Coppola and Dennis Hopper, of course. They're on the set of Apocalypse Now. And Francis Ford Coppola is like calling him out. He's going, Dennis, you haven't memorized your lines, dude. We can't shoot these scenes. What are you doing? And listen to, dude, just listen to Hopper. Listen to this.
This is incredible stuff. Yeah.
Can you turn up the volume on the video a little bit?
I'm gonna go. I'll max it out, and then we'll go from there.
Let it
Here we
rock.
go. Here we go.
Why did you say that to him in the scene? Who? Something clever like that. When he
You know
says, "Who
why?
are you?"
You know
Why didn't you say,
why?
"Who are you?"
Because I haven't learned my lines yet.
I know
That's
you've had him
why.
for 5 days.
The other thing I'd like to say is that
His glasses are
these glasses, I can't see anything through them. But every crack represents a life I've saved. You know what I mean? They represent a life I've saved.
saying that all out in the scene.
I do, but you see, the director says, you don't know your lines. And then,
Well, if you know your lines, then you can forget them. You know more or less.
I see. But that's what I'm trying to do. Forget those lines.
No, but it's not fair to forget them if you never knew them.
By the way, just Hopper in the jungle. You know what I mean? Just standing in the jungle. He's probably been up for like 5 days right here, by the way. Look at him. I haven't learned my lines, man. You know what I mean?
Incredible. And then Coppola's like, just say that in the scene. Just say what you just said in the scene. And it's so
every
good.
crack in my glasses represents a life I've saved. Okay, dude. Whatever you say, Hopper. God bless Dennis Hopper. I miss him. Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper. You're not going to get another one of those. He's one of one. You know,
and for Coppola too, man. By the way, you'll see Coppola just roaming the streets of North Beach any weekday. By the way, in San Francisco, because he lives there now, and I've seen him eating lunch at Cafe Macaroni. Dude,
yeah, that's his neighborhood. Does he still have his office down there in North Beach? That the green building? I forget. Yeah, he's always operated out of that place. All right, Tony, thank you for the bookmark. Oh, okay.
This is Bill. This is Bill. This is in here. This is Bill.
Okay.
And this is just to tug on the heartstrings of Niner football, because I think I saw Drakkar MK4 or Drakkar Mixer, whatever the account was, new to the chat, talking about Niners ball. We're 4 months away from Niners ball. This is just to remind everybody of the greatness. That's all. Stand by.
It's not on the screen, Big T. I'm just telling you.
Oh, really? Oh, shoot.
No,
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
it's just me and you. Yeah.
I apologize. I must have clicked stop sharing. Now we're sharing.
There we go.
There we go. It's just Bill Walsh talking about Dwight Clark. And by the way, we got the Dwight Clark Legacy Series coming up May 20th, Paulie.
Can't wait. I'll see you there. I know Tony will be there. I'll be there. I think Patty from Napa is going to be there. And we encourage everybody to get tickets. Just go under the Legacy Fund online and grab it. These events are incredible, you guys. So hope to see a bunch of you down there. But go ahead, T.
There we go.
Looked good to me. And I know he didn't look necessarily good to many other scouts. And as the draft progressed, many of our scouts said, you can get him in the free agent market a month from now. And I said, no, that man is going to be here. You watch. And so we drafted him.
Dwight Clark, tall, skinny, couldn't really run real fast, could catch real good. Obviously was a chick magnet.
I'm Sean Weatherly, and I'm Miss University, and my 3 favorite football players are Dwight Clark from the San Francisco 49ers, Dwight Clark, and Dwight Clark.
Football wasn't the first thing that came to mind. You saw him and Joe, and they both look like basketball players.
Look at those two.
And their suits, dude. They're Adidas track suits. You want to talk 80s, dude. There it is. Both of them. God bless those two guys, man. Imagine the damage they did in town back in the pre-internet, pre-Twitter, pre-everything era. Those guys were running wild in San Francisco, like literally running wild through San Francisco. God bless them.
Yeah, man. And dude, even running wild to the Canyon Inn in Redwood City, Paulie.
Hell yeah.
So, I just wanted to share that for the goodness of it. So
thank you, Tony. Thank you. And it shows you a different way of looking at the NFL draft. Like Bill Walsh was like, no, man, I see a guy I want. I'm going to get him. And Walsh turned him into an incredible player. He's still I think he's still top 5 or 6 all-time Niner receiving. Like he's on the list. I mean, he had a great career. So well done, Bill Walsh. Tony, it's time we give some love to Dan Coach Emilio and SecureMoney.com. I want to talk about Dan. He is one of our newest partners, and we're so happy to have Dan on board. A great financial advisor, a guy with a plethora of knowledge and information at his disposal, at his fingertips, and he's here to share that with all of us. He's going to help you protect the money you have. He's going to help grow the money you have, and also ensure that you do not lose your money to unnecessary taxes and things of that nature. He's got 30 years of experience in the biz. He's also a passionate Giant fan. I really enjoy his show on the NorCal Sports Network. Check it out if you haven't. Check out Dan's show. I tell you what, he called several things early this year. One of them was like, he was saying, I want more Casey Schmidt. Give me more Casey Schmidt. And you see that's paid off. He's also really hard on Devers, but I think we all are at this point. So anyway, my point is, check out Dan's show. He's really, really good. But the focus of Dan's work with securemoney.com is safety and protection. As I said, he's going to help you never lose the money you have coming in. He will also assist you with financial growth and financial opportunity, things you probably wouldn't hear about otherwise. But Dan will alert you to help you grow that money. And then, of course, it comes tax time. We're all pulling our hair out at tax time, and Dan has a variety of methods and ways to help you pay fewer taxes. Hallelujah, folks. Something I'd love to do, pay fewer taxes. And then there's the big, like, kind of big items on the list that you have to take care of as an adult. One, your retirement planning. It's something you got to start thinking about if you haven't already. Your life insurance policy. If you don't have one, now's the time to draw one up, and Dan can do that for you. So talk to Dan about drawing up a life insurance policy. He can also assist you with IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollover. Dan he's a skilled guy, man. SecureMoney.com is the webpage. Check that out. And lastly, I like to just shout out the access to the guaranteed options he has, because these are just great numbers. Paying 7% on 2-year terms, and if you want to get a 5-year term, 8%. Badass. Thank you, Dan, for that. He is the financial professional that's here to help all of us out. So visit the website again, securemoney.com. Let him go to work for you as an advisor. He will benefit you, your business, your family in a variety of ways. He's got that 30 years of experience and knowledge to share with you. So call Dan and start a dialogue, start that preliminary conversation, and let's get you on the road to a better financial reality. 1-888-960-SAFE, 1-888-960-SAFE. Tony, you can also email Dan anytime. It's Dan@securemoney.com.
Yeah, Paul, you nailed it, man. You just nailed it. But to secure your income once you retire, to maximize your 401k and making sure that it is enough, or will it be enough, and reviewing your plan and just speaking it to you in English, in regular English, because reading that stuff, and I can get lost in that stuff, me personally. So that's why a guy like Dan is there for you. 888-960-SAFE, 888-960-7233. And Paulie mentioned earlier, but reduce your taxes between $10,000 and $40,000 annually. That's incredible. We're huge fans of Dan, and I love the fact that he chose this career to try and take care of others, and especially what we're all working towards, retirement, and being able to enjoy our retirement.
Like Jake the Snake Plumber.
Like Jake the Snake Plumber.
You want to be a shaman? You got to make sure you take care of your money and you put it away in the right places, and you don't lose your money unnecessarily. Once again, like Jake the Snake Plumber, then you can retire to become that freelance shaman we talked about.
Get some of Jake the Snake Plumber's mushrooms, tuck one behind your ear, give Dan a call, or email Dan and talk about your retirement with Dan. He also does life insurance as well. If you want to make sure that your loved ones are taken care of, God forbid if something were to happen to you, he also does life insurance. Call Dan. We trust Dan. We partner with Dan because we know what type of person he is, and we're so glad that he's part of the show. And like Paulie also mentioned, side note, NorCal Sports NW, at NorCal Sports NW on YouTube. Very entertaining show and very knowledgeable. He does his homework. Today he had a great post today about it's time the Giants blow this up. It's time they blow the whole
They got to do something. He's not wrong. They have to do something. Yes.
Right. So anyways, we could talk about Dan, the show host. We can talk about Dan, the Giants guru, or we can talk about Dan, the money guru. And so again, give him a call or email Dan at securemoney.com, Paulie. And again, like I said, we can move on in the show, but I did think it was a very valid point that Dan made, that maybe it's time for that conversation to really take shape about blowing the whole thing up.
Well, I don't think he's wrong. I don't know about blowing the whole thing up, but I do think they have to do something to rock the boat and get
enough of this mediocrity. Enough of
mediocrity and enough of the complacency. Yeah. Enough of the, like, Tony, if you're keeping track, which I am, the last 9 games the Giants have played, they're 1-8. Okay. They're 1-8. Like, you can't. And again, unfortunately, we have an ownership group now that I don't think they really care one way or another what happens on the field. Like Jake said before the show, it's about the Koran Theater. It's about the condos. It's about development, real estate stuff. There are a bunch of us here in San Francisco still care and love the Giants, and we are not happy right now. So sometimes if you jettison a player, you cut somebody loose, that will get the clubhouse's attention at the very least. Like, hey, They're holding us accountable. We got to step this up. So something needs to happen, and something needs to happen soon. I don't disagree with that. Speaking of something needs to happen, Tony.
Hold on, Paulie, real quick. I just got to give you this stat real quick about the Giants, and I just looked this up. And thank you to Giants Hot Takes. It's a good Twitter account to follow. Dude, through 37 games, 22% of the season, Devers, Chapman, and Adames have combined for 125 strikeouts.
That's unacceptable, man.
That's 37 games. 125.
How much money is allocated to those three? Like hundreds of millions, dude. And this is what we're getting in return? Like, really?
And Paulie, also, these guys are friends with Dan Cochimilio. That's how I found out about him. So, Dan, thank you for the lead to Giants Hot Takes. But also, only 32 RBIs from all three of them combined.
This is unacceptable.
Only 7 home runs in 37 games. 90 for 412. 90 hits and 412 at-bats. 218 batting average. Only 23 doubles. Only 7 home runs. And again, 125 Ks in 37 games.
Well, they say it's that old saying is that losing is a disease, and the disease is contagious, and it is contagious. It kind of spreads throughout the whole ball club. And, these guys, I think they take the field now, not expecting the best. It's like they need an attitude. They are off tomorrow, and maybe that's a blessing. I think Vitello said, no, honestly, he goes, everybody just take a day off from the game. Everybody stay home. But Vitello better do something to get a hold of this, man, because this is going to spin out of control if they can't change the tune. Pittsburgh coming to town this weekend, by the way. Yeah.
Pirates in town.
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
And also, Paulie, I hope we can play the bombs away thing this weekend. Who knows if we will, because chances are we won't be. But
oh yeah.
Okay.
It's business time.
Before we finish the show with Show Us Your Stubs, I wanted to give the Nutter some love as a super. The Nutter, Pacifica and South City's finest. He says, cheers to some positive news.
Thank you, Nutter.
The Sharks overall #2 pick in the 2026 NHL draft. And I got to piggyback this, Nutter, and you might agree with this, Nutter. I think it was Don Peralta who said on a text message to you and I, Paulie, that the Sharks will be the team to win the next championship in the Bay Area. And I was like, that is a very interesting take. And I don't disagree.
Well, I don't know. I hope there's some truth to that. I think that next year the goal should be let's just make the playoffs, and I think that they will. I really do. I think that they will.
No, but he didn't say next year. He's just saying the next championship to come to the Bay Area will be the Sharks. And I'm like,
I hope you guys are right. I hope you're right.
Over the night, no Niners, no Warriors, no Giants, no Sacramento A's, which the Giants will be playing in Sacramento. I think.
Well, Tony, if we're going to continue on the negative vibes, let me just remind you: the Niners make the playoffs. They just lose in the playoffs now. So it's not like they can't get there. They'll get there and then get sent home. But I want to say, go Sharks. It is great that they have that spot in the draft. And I was watching the Sabres. Sabres were kicking the crap out of the Canadians tonight. I was watching that game earlier today. Tony, you know what? I'm going to make an execative call. I think what we're going to do, I think I'm going to boot the Show Us Your Stubs to tomorrow because I'm out of gas. I'm just not feeling good. And I'd rather.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, I know, both of us. So we should cool this out. And that way we can do it with a little extra energy and feeling better. Cause I don't want to just rush through that. The stuff. Let's kick that to tomorrow. Why don't we do this instead? Last thing for tonight. Why don't we show the 2 videos? Because P1 Chuck was out there for a quick mailbag segment. P1 Chuck sent in, and I'm assuming this is South Carolina. He was at a golf tournament today. I assume it was like a pro-am, and there were celebrities on hand. There was John McEnroe and actor Kurt Russell, who I've always loved. P1 Chuck and I share a man crush thing on Kurt Russell, and he just got great footage. He was 3 feet away from Kurt Russell filming him teeing off and stuff. So maybe we do P1 Chuck's home movies, and then we call it a night, and then we come back tomorrow, hopefully rested, feeling a little better. And again, Tony and I, we had that romantic encounter last night, and now we're both sick. I'm kidding, but we both are sick, which is weird because I didn't know Tony was sick all day. And then and I was sick all day. I was like, I got a fever, dude. I am not feeling well. And then we open up the meeting tonight before the show, and Tony's like, Paulie, I got to tell you, I'm sick. And I'm like, dude, you too? So am I. So
I don't know what I have, but there's some wackiness going around. And my son, he had the
kids are bringing in viruses that they haven't even invented yet. I'll tell you another thing. When we end this show, these clothes I'm wearing, they're soaked. I'm sweating like I'm playing basketball right now, dude. It's awful. So let's get the hell out of here. Do the mailbag thing, and then we're gonna wrap.
Before I do mailbag, I want to be better about the supers, and I'm going to do this. And it's also because it's our man Carlos De La Fuente with the super, and he says Giants Solutions. I don't know. And he says, hashtag batting averages matter.
Yes.
And hold on a second. I got to honor that with some audio, Paulie. Giant Solutions.
I don't know.
There you go. One more time. Giant Solutions.
I don't know.
Jeff Spicoli checking in. And yes, batting averages matter. I don't care about launch angle. I don't care about
launch angle. Who cares about launch angle? I mean, no, launch angle means nothing to me. I care about runs and wins. That's what I like. And yes, Los, I'm with you. Give me a batting average. I can hang my hat on. Rags checking in. I can't believe Paulie Mac's cheating on me with Creative Tony. That's the way it goes, Rags. You've been gone too long. You know what I mean? Tony distracted me. He walked by. I was like, damn, he looks good. I'm just kidding. But Rags, there's always room for another, right? There's always room for a third as far as I'm concerned. Get loose. All right, Tony, mailbag. We're going to do a stellar design and we're going to wrap. So show us the...
and we're going to go to Particle Land too, Paulie.
Particle Land too. And I also have the new song from Jake from the Hum Daddies. We can do that one tomorrow too. But thanks for sending that, Jake. That was good. I like it.
Stand by because these have to be shared. I believe. Let me just make sure I can do this correctly.
If you can't, save it for tomorrow. Not the end of the world, man. But they are cool. They're cool videos. It's worth showing if you can. But if you can't, just push it to tomorrow.
Well, here, let's go. Here's the first one. Stand by. Let me see if this is this. Oh. Okay, here we go. It's a little blurry, but I think it can work. Stand by. Let's see.
That's Kurt Russell, aka Snake Plissken, Escape from New York, right there.
Dude, AKA Santa Claus in Christmas Chronicles.
AKA Mr. Goldie Hawn. You know what I mean?
AKA yes. And dude, Goldie Hawn plays Mrs. Claus in Christmas Chronicles.
Nice.
Stand by, Paul.
Okay.
Can I just pause real quick and just compliment the power gut on Russell?
Power gut on Russell. And don't forget, he was an accomplished baseball player. He could have gone pro. I think he was drafted and everything, but he got into acting instead. But he's an athlete. Kurt Russell was a real player.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hat backwards. Love it.
Go ahead, Snake. Go ahead, man.
This is quite a warm up for a shot, dude.
The wind is howling, dude. The wind.
But I'm wondering if the golfers and the rest of the guys on the course, like, dude, come on, enough already.
What are you going to say? He's like Snake Plissken drives when he wants to. That's all. It's on his own time, man. He's still not ready. There you go. Right. Wow.
Come on, give it a rip, dude. Oh, thank you. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's all.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Then,
he is a golfer. He's played Pebble Beach. That's where I met him. I met him down there once. I fanboyed out big time on him. And I usually didn't do that, but with Kurt Russell, I said, screw it, dude. Let's talk Escape from New York. And we did. I couldn't help myself.
And then what's this? There's the other one, too. Hang on.
It's John McEnroe.
Yeah, Johnny Mac.
Look at him, dude. His body, his physique, he's still in great shape, too.
Lefty, dude. Lefty.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, I love it. Nice short backswing.
He didn't look like he'd like the shot. He don't look happy. You cannot be serious. You know? Start yelling on the course. All right, man. Thank you for putting those up, and thank you, P1 Chuck. And guys, we encourage everybody. If you guys are out and about and you capture any interesting stuff on film, send it to the show, man. We'll share it with the audience. pauliespod@gmail.com. And like I said, Tony and I will give you the Stubbs thing tomorrow. But before
let's do this, Paulie. Let's do this. I'm going to do it on the way out. This is it. Let's give Jake some love since he's on the show and he sent it. Okay, here we go. Stand by, Jake. This is Jake's new Giant song from the Hum Daddies. Here we go, and make sure we got this.
Here in Berkeley, California, one baseball team is left in the Bay, and there's one thing that I just gotta say: the Giants are absolute trash.
You see the face? Tony, if you could, it's all about when he looks at the camera at the end and just stares at you blankly.
Hold
And
on.
nice vocal, dude. Nice vocal, Jake.
Here, let's get the look.
That's,
There's
right
the
there.
look.
That's all I need. Right there. Just looking at us in the City Connect. That's it,
Yeah,
Jake.
let's do the chorus again one more time. Here we go.
I just gotta say, the Giants are absolute trash.
That's it, Jake. We all needed that, brother. Thank you so much, man. All right, one more super. I think it's from Grosh. I think it went flying by. I think it's a Grosh one. Yeah.
Oh, Stevie Groschel. What's up, Grosh? He says Kurt Russell was drafted by the Angels in 71. And then he just says, for bleeps and giggles, Adamas sucks.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you know what, though? Kurt Russell's probably sitting around at night going, yeah, I could have played pro ball, but then I wouldn't have married Goldie Hawn. So I think I made the right decision. And thank you, Grosh. I appreciate that. Tony, final word of the night goes to... Final word of the night goes to Don Peralta and Stellar Design. So if you have an idea for the next big thing, but you have no clue how to actually make it, manufacture it, listen, that's where Stellar Design comes right in. We have an update, actually, Tony. So dig into your bag of tricks there and show some visuals, because 925 Cole Street, we've got yard sales, first retail and coffee shop space. Damn, I love Cole Street, right up there near the Haight. They're having a soft opening on May 16th, so swing on by and check that out. You can take your back of the napkin sketch with Stellar Design, turn it into a real working product that helps people's lives, of course, and Dom's done that in a variety of ways. Whether you're a startup company or you're an established big dog on the block like Google, Amazon, Meta, stuff like that, Stellar Design will make that idea hum, and they will bring that thing to life, and they can make the ideas happen, bringing your idea on paper to actual reality. It's a pretty cool process. Visit stellar.design and make it stellar with our very own Don Peralta, man. He's like he's like the Swiss Army knife of the PMP show, man. The guy does freaking everything, including helping me get set up on my new email. Thanks, Dom. I got to finish that with you, by the way. Dominic at stellar.design is a way you can reach out and talk to Dom about your project and what you want him to show off. Yeah, let's see this, T. Show me that. That's awesome.
This is Yard Sale's new brick and mortar. They're going to have a place that's going to be selling coffee and like pastries and a lot of beans. You can buy the beans there from other local San Francisco businesses, and they're going to also ship all their products to this location. So I think you can pick up products that you purchase from Yard Sale at this location, 925 Cole Street in Cole Valley. And the reason we're showing Yard Sale is because Dominic Peralta and Stellar Design is deeply involved with this company. And they started out as a ski pole company. They developed ski poles. And guess what? They have branched out considerably, and they're into many other categories like hiking equipment, bags, technical apparel. And they say, think of it like a mini Patagonia born here in San Francisco, Paulie. So
I love it, man. And that's such a great part of the city too, man. Get on over to Cole, support these guys, man. Grab a cup of coffee, grab a pastry, dude. Enjoy the whole operation. That's great, Dom. Congrats on that, man. And if you ever want to reach out to Dom, as I said, it's Dominic at stellar.design, or call Dom 650-796-3144. It's 650-796-3144. Tony, let me peel off these sweaty clothes and get into bed, because I'm out of here. And you get some rest too. By the way, don't tell anybody. Creative Tony and I have like some event tomorrow night. We're supposed to go like speak to a huge group somewhere. I don't know how well that's going to go. To be like, hey, I'm so glad to be here. Totally. Do you guys have a toilet here? Is there a bathroom I can use real quick? You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Yeah.
Anybody got any Ludens cough drops?
Dude, pass the Ludens, dude. That's it. Let's end on Ludens. I can't top that, dude. Cherry Ludens. Great. Anybody got any sucrets? You got any sucrets? Yeah.
Dude, sucrets. Pine Brothers. Pine Brothers were the
that stuff was like candy. You bring home Pine Brothers, you're loving life. I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. That's like candy. Yeah.
In honor of the pre-show super from Miriam, I feel it's our duty to end the show by just opening the door to Particle Land. I'm going to make sure the volume is up. Stand by, everybody. And away we go.
Welcome to Particle Land.
100%. 100%. As I keep saying, I'll say it again. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's the best audience in the Bay Area. That is you guys. Thank you so much. Particle Patton for making this whole thing happen, dude. I love going to Particle Land. And I love how devoted Miriam is. My sister, she's so devoted to Particle Land. We'll take you there anytime you want to go, Miriam. You're in the right place. Here I am. That's going to be me walking into Jake Plummer's shaman session right there.
Oh, yeah, I was looking for where's the look back? There it is.
Yeah,
There's the look back before he's like, everybody, should I do this? Should I do this? And then he says, heck yeah, I should.
Shout out to Boston. Don't Look Back. Not a bad track. Nobody talks about it, but it's a good track.
Great track. Great
All
track.
right, Tony, pull those levers. Take us home. Thanks for joining us. Jake, Dom, Kyle, Patty, Scarlet Fire, Cody, 49ers, Red Zone, Luke, Jake with the Hum Daddies, man. All you guys, thanks for supporting the show. Red Jet Shell, Corinne, Nikki D. Francesco. We are going to go rest and recover and get ready for a better show tomorrow at high noon. Tony, thank you, brother. And pull those levers. Take us home, kid.
Absolutely. And everybody, thank you for watching on Instagram Live. Thank you for checking out the audio-only versions on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And thank you for visiting our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles and liking the show and subscribing to the show and commenting on the show to help feed that algorithm. That's enough said, Paulie. Stand by.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right, Creative Tony. Tall glass of water, couple of Advils, and plenty of sleep. Hopefully we're feeling better tomorrow. But thank you guys so much. It's always a pleasure to have your company for a night flight. And we'll do it again at high noon tomorrow. We return rested, ready, and better than ever. Everybody have a great night, and cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.